So with the standpoint of a blog being a conversation, I'm going to go ahead and click right up here. I'm going to click View Blog, and that's going to take me to what the blog looks like on the internet. And to write a comment is really simple. If I want to write a comment to, say, Arnulfo's post, I just go right here to where it says no comments, and I click it, and I write my comment right here. It's really simple. It's the simplest thing maybe technologically in the whole world, or at least that we've done this year. And I write my comment, and I'm just going to write test comment for right now, and then I click publish. If I want to see what it looks like first, I click preview. It would look like that, okay? And then if I want to be notified when there's a follow-up comment, I click here. That's optional. So I click publish. Once I click publish, it's published. So here's the thing. What do we want to do for comments? For comments, we want comments that are going to add to the conversation. So adding a comment like hi or what's up or even good comment doesn't really advance the conversation. What you want to do is respond to something that your classmate has said. So let me show you an example. All the posts were good posts. I just didn't have time to respond to all of them. So if I didn't respond to your post, I apologize. That wasn't a slight or telling you you did a bad job. But a couple of comments that really stood out as ones that led to a good conversation. For example, Grisarelli had a post, and I'll let you read it on your own, but she talked about the parallels between our school and Garfield. So let me show you my comment. In my comment, I quoted her for one thing because I didn't think that I could say what she said better than she did. So I put a long quote so that anybody who read my comment knew exactly what I was responding to. And then I said, hey, I think this is a really important point, and then I added on. So while it might be nice to say, I agree with you, I don't know if just agreeing with someone on a post is enough to justify a comment. I think we would want to say, I agree with you because, and then I actually asked her a question, and then I realized that she had taught me something. She had taught me that part of the strategy that Jaime Escalante used was to involve families. And maybe that's part of what we need to do in Mountain View. Here I mean we, the teachers and the staff. So 3 things happened in my comment. One, I responded to her. I asked her a question to advance the conversation, and I shared with her how she had taught me. And at its best, that's what blogging does. It involves us in a conversation where we all learn from each other. While your comment doesn't have to be as long as mine, this is kind of where you should be heading with your comments. I want to show you one more comment, which would be... I'll show you my comment on Monique's post. My comment on Monique's post wasn't quite as long, but it also shows what we might be looking for. So Monique mentioned the field trip in the movie, which I'll let you read her post. I'm not going to read it out loud to you. But she mentioned the field trip. And I've always thought that the field trip is really important because that's where Escalante got the idea that they should learn calculus. And that couldn't have happened if he hadn't taken the kids outside of the school. So the school has to exist in this bigger context, and that's what I said responding to Monique. I was kind of taking what she said and saying, oh yes, that's a good point, here's something else along those lines. So your comments might ask questions, they might respond and agree and build on. You can also disagree, although I would encourage us as we're beginning to focus more on where we agree, because then it builds more of a community. If you do disagree, disagree respectfully. If you have a question about whether or not something's appropriate for a comment, let me know before you post it. If you don't get to commenting today, that's all right. But if you've already written a post, read some of your classmates' posts and see if you can make a comment. Last but not least, I want to encourage you to look at what Period 4 wrote, because they got to this a little bit earlier than we did, and they wrote some good posts about Stand and Deliver, and you can see their comments as well. All right, so the screencast is done.